What's up, guys? This is Ofo, and this is an NU match using an NU team I've used in previous matches, and this one is against someone by the name of Prensel or something, I believe. So I'm looking at the teams. I don't really know what to lead with. I don't really have anything, not really certain. So with that in mind, I just lead with my Gigalith, which is like my default lead, to get up those rocks. And I know that Gigalith does stand a pretty good chance against most of his potential leads. So I decided to lead with it. And so I send it in, and it turns out that he decides to lead with his Rotom Fan, and he doesn't want to take a Rock Slide or anything, so he decided to switch out as I go for Stealth Rocks just right off the bat. Um, I didn't really know what Rotom Fan could do to me. I mean, usually those things only have like Air Slash, so I'm not really too worried about taking a hit from that guy. So he brings in his Probopass and goes for Stealth Rocks, and I decided just to go straight for the Earthquake, knowing I can't prevent them. I could have gone into Butterfree, but right at the time, I realized I probably should have. But actually, looking back, it's almost better that I went for Earthquake because that Probopass really takes hits well for most of my team. So he goes into his Rotom Fan as I decide to switch out my Butterfree, think he might want to go for Earthquake to hit me for some super effective damage. Then I can, Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, all those shenanigans. But he goes into his Rotom Fan, which does outspeed, unfortunately, and goes for Confuse Ray. And seeing that Confuse Ray, I'm thinking it's one of those probably most standard Rotom Fan stats with Confuse Ray, Thunder Wave, Air Slash, that entire Hex-based Rotom Fan. But I luckily do hit through the confusion, put that thing to sleep, which is really nice because Rotom Fan is incredibly bitchy. So he decides to switch out, not wanting to take. Despite he resists both my moves, he doesn't want to take anything. But he decides to go um, into his what's this thing called? Absol. And I do hit through my confusion, and I do go for Bug Buzz, and I do take him out. So I did hit through both my Confuse Rays, which, I mean, both turns of confusion, which is unfortunate for him, but he probably shouldn't have risked sending in that Absol. But now he goes into his Kingler. I never see this thing at all, ever. And he does outspeed and take me out with a Crab Hammer. So, despite Butterfree being at such low health and confused, it did a pretty good amount. So now I do go into my Scuffed Jinx, and he does decide to leave his Kingler in. I don't know which one's faster normally, but, with the Scuff, I do outspeed regardless, and I do hit him with an Energy Ball. So he does, I guess, know I'm Scuffed now, so I'm guessing that he's normally faster, and he goes into his, not gonna lie, no idea what this thing's called, but I do decide to go out into my Skunk Tank to hit him with a super effective Poison Jab, as he does go for Spikes in the switch, which kind of suck because I'm going to be taking a lot of residual damage. Or not residual, but just incoming damage from Spikes and Stealth Rocks, but it's not too big. So I go for Poison Jab, completely thinking of Probopass, and honestly, completely forgetting that Steel completely resists Poison. Like, I knew that Toxic didn't affect Steel, but I always forget that the moves themselves that are attacking moves actually don't affect them either. So I do have to switch out here, knowing that other than Explosion, I can't hurt him, and I don't want to, explode this early just to take out a Probopass. So, and plus, that's quad resisted. That probably wouldn't even do anything anyway. I do go into my Bellsprout to hit him with that Giga Drain, but he does go for Thunder Wave, and that probably would have been a bad move, but luckily for him, I do get fully paralyzed first turn, which allows me not to be able to take out this big nose-looking Pokemon. So, yeah, after we both regain leftovers, he does switch as I go for Giga Drain again, and he does decide to go into his whatever this thing's called to quad resist that Giga Drain. Dragon fighting. I mean, flying. Dragon fighting. That'd be an awesome type Pokemon. They should make a dragon fighting type. That'd be awesome. But dragon flying, and that does quad resist, like I already stated, and that's gonna do nothing. So right here, I predicted him to go for Dragon Dance, like most of these guys. Altaria, that's it. Like most of these Altarias have. And then if he had gone for that, I could outspeed with my Scuff and hit him with an Ice Beam. But he does just go for Dragon Claw, which I don't know if he predicted that or what, but it turned out to be the good move. So, yeah. Now, I do go into my Raichu, and I do have the Hidden Power Ice. I really like this Raichu set because it's kind of mixed It has 2 attacking moves, one special attacking move in the form of Hidden Power Ice, and Agility. So I do go for Hidden Power Ice, obviously not wanting to overpredict, and it does hit his Rowan fan, and I'm kind of hoping this doesn't kill so I can get up that Agility, and it doesn't. So I can get up an Agility, but Agility doesn't really matter that much because I'm going to go for it anyway during this free turn while he's guaranteed to be asleep. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd speed anything anyway, but just in case someone was scarfed, I don't know. I just did it just to be safe, I mean, might as well. So, I do just take him out with a second Hidden Power Ice this turn, and that Haxing Rotom fan will die prematurely because that thing can do some damage if left to its own accord. Now he goes into his nose pass, and I guess he was hoping I didn't have the brick break, but I do. That's quite effective, and that is going to take him out in one hit. So now he only has 2 Pokemon left. He has this thing, and I'm going to sort of destroy that thing with Hidden Power Ice. Now this turn, I end up getting a crit here, and I don't know if that matters because I am Expert Belt, which means I that boosts the damage of that, but it still might have mattered. But either way, I don't think he has anything to hit me with, so I don't really think it mattered. So now I could have gone for Hidden Power Ice this turn, but I decided to go for Volt Tackle, knowing that it'll take out anyway, and it looks really badass. So, yep, that was his last Pokemon, and that will be a good game. So that was the NU match, and I'm gonna probably be posting a series of NU matches because I did enter Dangerous 36M's and those 2 other people's tournament, NU tournament, and I'm gonna be playing the first match in that tourney sometime this week. So you guys can look forward to maybe seeing that video, and I'm just trying to get my NU game polished up and try some different teams. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.